Jesus says that all authority, that is, all power, is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore. Do you see what I see? Did you just hear what I heard? Did you see and hear the word therefore? And so what do you do when you come to the word therefore? Well, you know what you do. You see what it is there for. The word therefore is a connecting word. And it's a word that refers to something that has just been said. What Jesus is saying here is therefore, or because of what I have just said. And so we make the connection. What did Jesus just say? Jesus just said that all power, all authority has been given unto me in heaven and in earth. Anywhere and everywhere, whether it's in the spiritual realm or the physical realm, Jesus says all authority has been given unto me. Now the question is, what would you give Jesus the right to make such a categorical statement? Well, there are several answers. First of all is because of who he is. Who is Jesus? Well, Jesus is God the Son, co-equal, co-eternal, co-existent with the Father. He has every right because of who he is. But secondly, he has every right because of what he has done. What did Jesus do? Jesus left the glory of a sinless and perfect heaven, and he came to a very sinful and imperfect world. He robed himself in human flesh. He lived among us for 33 plus years. He was unjustly accused of crimes that he did not commit. He was condemned. He was beaten. He was crucified. That's why Paul will say what he said over in Philippians chapter 2, where he pretty much uses the same word when he says, wherefore God hath highly exalted him and given him a name that is above all names. And then Paul concludes by saying this, that one day every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Do you know what the word Lord means? It means the one who is in charge. It means the one who has the authority to tell everyone what to do. Now I want to remind you of something this morning, but I first want you to remember something. And if you take nothing else home with you from what I say this morning, I want you to remember this statement. We've titled the message this morning, The Starting Point of Missions. And remember this, the starting point of missions is not missions. The starting point of missions is lordship. The starting point of missions is not missions. The starting point of missions is lordship. That's why verse 18 comes before verse 19. In verse 18, Jesus qualifies what he says in the Great Commission in verses 19 and 20. See, you can go to the average Baptist church this morning and you can ask the average convert in that average Baptist church, tell me, be honest, what is your least favorite time of the year? In your church life, what's your least favorite time? And if they're honest, do you know what they're going to say? Missions. Missions. Well, why? Why is that your least favorite time of the year? Well, it's because they're going to parade all these missionaries out in front of us and try to make us feel guilty. And somebody's going to get up there and they're going to talk about giving more and praying more and going more. And I just can't wait to get the missions part over with so we can get things back to normal around here. Well, folks, let me tell you something. If that is the way you feel, then your problem is not missions. Your problem is with lordship. Your problem is with verse 18. Because the starting point of missions is not missions. The starting point of missions is lordship. See, we've tried to take the Christian life and turn it into a democracy. Folks, the Christian life is not a democracy. The Christian life is an absolute monarchy. There is one who is in charge. There is one who is king. There is one who tells everybody what to do. In John 13 and verse 13, Jesus says, why do you call me master? Well, he says, you call me master and Lord, and you say well, for so I am.